Utopia of the Seas, sailing from Orlando. Book today and come see the Royal Caribbean. Ships registered Bahamas.
So now it is time to stand up, move forward, and get ready. The show is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the most feared aircraft in the world today, the United States Air Force's F-22 Raptor! In 1997, the leaders of Air Combat Command assembled a select group of retired military between the two cockpits at this point.
As I said, we've upped our game a little bit in NORAD. We're getting a little more nervous as to what's happening, so we're going to do a maneuver called a headbutt here. We will do a few more wing rocks trying to get attention, but we're going to cross the aircraft's nose in a safe manner, and you're going to see the afterburners lit. That's simulating the use of flares that would otherwise be ejected from the fighter aircraft at a normal time, and it will really get the attention of the offending aircraft. To go get that intruding aircraft. He's being controlled by
horsepower engine. All right, let's bring on the F4U Corsair.
Then Wayne Bird coming in from the right together with the Hellcat. The Corsair was responsible for the destruction of 7 enemy aircraft, air-to-air combat, and a downing enemy planes. Get this, it achieved a kill-to-loss ratio of 11-to-1, the highest for any fighter plane in World War II. Corsair first flew in May of 1940, and at 440 miles per hour, it was one of the fastest fighters of the war with a longer range than any of its counterparts. This was, of course, a distinct advantage in the vast Pacific Ocean, where it was most active. Coming in from the left, Mike Oliver at the controls of the long-nosed bird as it comes in. Look how beautiful that machine is. Now you notice the distinctive inverted gull wing. Accomplished two purposes. First, it permitted a short landing gear while still allowing a 13-foot propeller, which was the biggest thing to a fighter aircraft at that time. 2 opposite gears.
Very, very popular. Was known as the Little Friends to B-17 crews. 17 bombers, of course, flying across the channel to bomb targets all across Western and Eastern Europe. It was designed and built in just 102 days. It initially started using the Allison engine, but it proved inferior, and they eventually upgraded the engine to the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, starting with the D model aircraft, and that became the most popular of all models of the Mustang. Here he comes, flown by Drew Watson from Alberta from the left. For comparison purposes, the P-40
was also a carrier-based fighter aircraft, a World War II designed to replace the earlier F4F Wildcat and to counter the Japanese Zero. It was the United States Navy's dominant fighter in the second half of the Pacific War. Made its combat debut in September 1943. Best known as a rugged, well-designed carrier fighter. It was able to outperform the Zero and help secure air superiority over the Pacific theater. In total, 12,275 built in just over 2 years. David Reed is at the controls of the Hellcat as he wraps it around and dives it back into our show center. Hellcat was simply bigger than the Wildcat with more armor, firepower, and fuel. Armor included a bulletproof windshield and 231 pounds of cockpit armor, as well as armor around
American volunteer group known as the Flying Tigers. Their P-40Bs defended China against the Japanese. P-40s also served in the Pacific, Middle East, and Europe. They defended North America in the Aleutians. P-40 was also operated by England, France, China, Russia, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Turkey, the United States, and yes, Canada. As a matter of fact, this particular P-40 served right here in British Columbia. Served with 133 Squadron.